because I don't really want to down any fighter that has accomplished more than I've accomplished.
Right.
In the sport of boxing. But
that's the thing that's interesting about you, man, because, with all the flash, the Floyd Money Mayweather, this dude right here is really, really smart guy, man.
Floyd Mayweather has shared his thoughts on the latest reports involving a possible showdown between Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Keyshawn Davis, and his comments have quickly become a major talking point in the boxing world. According to several reports, early negotiations are underway for a fight that has the potential to become one of the sport's biggest events. The numbers being discussed are enormous, with claims suggesting the contest could generate a purse approaching $100 million. News of a possible 9-figure payday has immediately drawn interest from fans, promoters, and boxing experts eager to see how the situation develops. The story has become even more interesting because of growing speculation about Gervonta Davis's future. Some reports suggest this could be among the final appearances of his professional career, with rumors indicating he may choose to retire after taking part in one more high-profile fight.
becoming rich, you become rich. Wealth is something that is established to where wealth, when you get millions every month, like myself.
Mayweather reportedly appeared genuinely surprised when the conversation turned to the possibility of a $100 million purse. According to reports, he reacted with visible disbelief, shaking his head as though he was trying to process just how significant that number really was. He was also said to have reflected briefly on his own career, explaining that reaching that level of financial success required many years of dedication and consistency inside the ring. His remarks suggested that building boxing into a stage where such massive purses were possible took a long time, whereas the sport's current generation of fighters seems to have opportunities to earn those extraordinary sums much earlier in their careers.
Champion and take things to that next level. And I've always been there for him. And just over the years, you can see I've always been positive, always said great things about him, always pushed him to be great. And, but over the years, it's constantly going on the internet, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd. Constantly be disrespectful, when all I ever been was respectful to try to help this fighter.
Mayweather built his reputation as the money man by transforming years of success inside the ring into historic earnings through major fights and smart business ventures beyond boxing. That financial legacy has become a defining part of his career. With that background, it's understandable why reports connecting today's fighters to potential 9-figure purses would stand out to him. Having personally reached those milestones over the course of his career, hearing similar figures attached to the sport's new generation carries a unique level of significance from his perspective.
Tell him to get on live right now. And you old people in Saudi Arabia money too. Broke ass nigga. Out here scamming people.
Oh, you fancy.
Live right now.
Ours keyword the FANCY. Put out on our free Hits 97.3 app, or go to hits973.com. Whatever is easiest for you for your chance.
How's your relationship with Floyd though? Is he still part of your camping crew? No.
Boy, I was going out. He always does like that. I got a focus on what I'm supposed to.
Meanwhile, Gervonta Davis already has another major fight officially on the schedule, with his next appearance set to arrive soon. He is scheduled to take on Lamont Roach Jr. on March 1st, 2025, at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. That confirmed matchup remains his immediate focus, even as speculation continues to grow about a possible future showdown with Keyshawn Davis and the enormous financial figures reportedly being discussed.
Thank you guys.
All day. He's working.
Shit.
He's the worker. Full void. That baby. All right, guys. Turn out full void, please. Right in front, right here. He's the worker, baby. Just show up.
The conversation surrounding this fight goes beyond it simply being another high-profile contest. Many believe it could represent a significant moment in Gervonta Davis's career and potentially signal the beginning of a new chapter. According to ongoing speculation, some people within the boxing community believe Davis may be entering the closing stages of his professional career, with reports suggesting that a retirement announcement could come sometime this year. If those rumors prove accurate, the goal would likely be to finish on a high note with a memorable victory and a strong final performance. Those discussions also connect directly to the growing interest in a potential clash with Keyshawn Davis. As speculation continues to build, the possibility of that matchup has become another major storyline, drawing even more attention to everything unfolding around Gervonta Davis's future.
But also, we gonna come back to Norfolk, man, so y'all don't forget about me. Y'all keep supporting DB3. But a world title definitely gonna be next. 2025, we got big plans for everybody in the boxing world. Hey, Gervonta, knock, knock.
And you've been on that all week. Listen.
Based on the way the situation is being described, it almost appears as though a clear plan has been mapped out for the remainder of Gervonta Davis's career. The idea being discussed is that he would complete his journey by accomplishing several key objectives in sequence. First would come another defense of his position in the lightweight division, followed by a demanding test against a determined opponent like Lamont Roach Jr. after that. The focus would shift toward what many believe could become one final blockbuster event before bringing his professional boxing career to a close.
Core is, do you think people sleep on Tank skills? They just see him as a knockout artist?
Who sleep on Tank skills? Nah, nobody sleep on Tank. Like,
well, I just go because so many people just think he's a knockout artist, but I think they underestimate his boxing IQ.
And back in 2021, in August, I sparred Tank, and he's skilled. Like, he's skillfully. Like, he's like, you can watch me fight, you know I'm skilled. When I got in the ring with him, he's skillfully great. He's great. Like, Tank is all the way around a great fighter for sure. He's for sure like Shakur the man. Tank the man too. Tank the man to beat right now because he got the popularity and the skill. You know what I'm saying? Shakur the
Lamont Roach Jr. has been working for years to reach a moment of this magnitude, and he enters the fight with confidence, momentum, and a strong desire to prove himself. Sharing the ring with Gervonta Davis on such a major platform represents a defining opportunity in his career, especially with so much attention surrounding the matchup. Roach has openly discussed the importance of this chance, viewing it as the fulfillment of a long-term ambition to compete against one of boxing's biggest names.
You and Tank, if that were to happen, you sparred with him, correct?
Yeah.
So you and Tank, if that were to happen.
I feel like me and Tank fight how it would go would be like electrifying. Like, me and him are both mean, aggressive, we bullies in the ring, you know, like, we bully the bullies.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? I'm the type of fighter, I love to bully the bully. So if you got two fighters in there, mentalities is like that, it's gonna play out to be a great fight. And I'm just up for the challenge for real. And it's a Davis on Davis, like, it's gonna be a great promotion, you know?
The financial side of this matchup is one of the biggest factors behind the growing excitement surrounding the event. Gervonta Davis has already proven his ability to attract major pay-per-view numbers and generate significant attention whenever he steps into the ring. If fans begin to view this fight as a possible final chapter in his career, the level of interest could increase even further. Events promoted as a potential last chance or farewell moment often create additional urgency among viewers, leading to greater demand for pay-per-view access and tickets for those wanting to witness the occasion live.
Hey, money made all day. You know, right here, a light million. Over there, counting up another million over there. Walk with me, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take you into my life. So Andrew Jackson, of course, is on the 20. Benjamin Franklin right here. You know, money made all day. We in the bank, doing what we do best, count money.
The main discussion surrounding this situation is whether the idea of Floyd Mayweather being jealous has any real basis, or if it is simply a conclusion people are drawing from his public image and personality. Throughout his career, Mayweather has placed great importance on his position in boxing history and the legacy he created, since he set new standards for pay-per-view success and financial achievements in the sport. The possibility of another fighter from his own network matching or surpassing those numbers through one huge event has naturally led to debate and speculation among fans.
That's acting and fighting in boxing right now is Gervonta Tank Davis. When Gervonta Tank Davis go out there and fight, he reminds me of Pretty Boy Floyd. Because Pretty Boy Floyd, you couldn't go get no popcorn. You couldn't go get no soda.
A feeling of nostalgia is also a major part of the conversation surrounding Floyd Mayweather and his connection to Gervonta Davis. When Mayweather discusses sharing his experience and lessons with Davis, while also suggesting that he has not revealed everything he knows, it reflects a message he has often used when speaking about his influence on the next generation. His comments highlight the role of mentorship, but they also maintain the idea that he sees himself as the standard setter and the person who created the path others are now following.
It's going. I'm gonna get there. You heard him today. You seen what he said.
What he said?
Like, he said something like, he heard I've been slipping. You know what I mean?
He basically said, I heard you fell off and you were not having that.
Yeah.
Did turn 30. How does it feel to turn 30? Oh, when I turned 30, I was like, damn, now I can't go to the club. I can't do this. What is it? How do you feel turning 30?
Like, when I do shit now, I be like, I'm 30, I don't supposed to be doing this. Like,
how would you compare your 20s to what you think your 30s will be like?
I just feel like I'm a little wiser now. So shit I was doing in my 20s, I wouldn't do in my 30s.
Yeah.
I feel like my 30s is more so like my calm and where so I chill and, you know,
And
let my family, like my kid, I got kids now, so let them like, you know, run buck wild and I check out for them.
You think that will translate into the ring, like having that calm mindset?
That's why I don't want to box no more. You know what I mean? Because I feel as though like I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside me. You know, so
maybe not.
I feel as though because I want everything out of me, where so I don't never think about.
Keyshawn Davis enters this conversation with a clear goal and a high level of belief in what he can accomplish. Although his career achievements have not yet reached the same level as Gervonta Davis's established record, his boxing ability, technical approach, and confidence in his own talent have made him a fighter many people are watching closely. These qualities have helped position him as a serious name in the ongoing discussion.
The only person that I'm calling out that I want to fight is Gervonta, man. Other than that, don't ask me to fight nobody, bro. I keep proving y'all wrong and wrong and wrong. And before I prove it to y'all, I say it first. Because I know what I'm about to do and what I'm about to become. Since the beginning, since I turned pro, I was talking junk to the undisputed champions of the world. I was saying things that actually transpired into the truth, bro. I'm the truth, bro. And y'all, it's so hard for y'all to realize that. It's because I'm so great that y'all not gonna love it until it's gone.
You know, you stole the show. You know, I know it's, you know, you're the main event. You're supposed to, but you delivered.
Right.
And you, after it, said, you know, knock, knock, Tank.
Yeah.
Knocking on the door. You came over here, said light skin. A lot of fight fans like when people call out and do things like that.
But only person that don't like it is him. He's kind of weird. But now he got no choice but to fight me. The fans want him to fight me. After what I just did tonight against a guy that's bigger than him, come on now. If I touch him, what's gonna happen? Talk about that. Everybody want to talk about, oh, Keyshawn, what if he touch?
Meanwhile, Gervonta Davis faces a completely different level of pressure and anticipation. If this period truly represents the closing stage of his career, then every appearance in the ring becomes about more than simply winning or losing. The focus shifts toward the impact he has made, the accomplishments he leaves behind, and the way boxing fans will view his legacy after he eventually walks away from a sport.
What did Tank say? I mean, you want me to verbatim? I mean, I can give the clean version.
Let me know,
so
because I don't be on Twitter, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, all right, so this is pretty much stop eating, do that, this little N fighting on Friday night. He's not even worth mentioning. And Buddy's a B, code B, tell him to do something.
I ain't gonna lie, Tank gonna say what he gonna say, you know what I'm saying? It's just trash talk, for real, for real. Tank know what's up with Keyshawn. They done sparred, you know what I'm saying? They done sparred plenty of times. So it's like, I don't really know, but I'm gonna just leave that as that, you know what I'm saying? But Keyshawn gonna go ahead.
A large part of Floyd Mayweather's legacy is built around two defining achievements: maintaining an unbeaten professional record and creating some of the biggest financial successes in boxing history through major events. Those accomplishments combined to shape his reputation as one of the sport's leading figures when it comes to high-profile fights and record-setting paydays, making him a standard that many fighters continue to be compared against.
That you might have forgotten about. The fight of the century between Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao took place in May of 2015, and they racked in over $600 million, which is about how much the Super Bowl made that following season. ESPN reports Pacquiao made upwards of $150 million, and Mayweather made upwards of $250 million. That's about as much as the best basketball players in the world make in 5 years. It also had 4.6 million.
Floyd Mayweather played a major role in changing the business side of boxing, especially when it came to creating huge money events and helping turn pay-per-view fights into major entertainment attractions. At the same time, Gervonta Davis represents how the sport has evolved with a new generation of fans. Modern audiences are not only focused on earnings, records, or comparisons to past champions. They are also drawn to explosive performances, unique personalities, and the excitement surrounding fight night. Davis connects with that audience through his knockout ability and the attention he brings every time he competes.
Top guy. I would go for the top guy. If I could choose, I would choose Tank Davis. I would not Tank short out. Tank is a great fighter. Hats off to Tank. I'm not even about to just do all that. Like, Tank is a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows that he got the power, he got the skill and ability, he's patient, you know what I'm saying? But I know who I am. That little short can't touch me. And I'm coming with that same shit he coming with, and he know that. His coach Kenny, you know, got a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? Tells him to go fight the from Cuba. No, nigga, I'm gonna fight Tank. Stop mentioning other people when I mention your fighter. What you talking about, boy? Like, don't play with me, bro. Y'all know how I'm coming. Tank, if you wanna fight, see me.
Looking at the bigger picture, the fact that a rising fighter like Keyshawn Davis is being linked to opportunities of this size shows how much the boxing landscape has changed. The sport is no longer controlled only by established champions with years of achievements behind them. Today, younger fighters are entering major discussions much earlier, using their talent, growing popularity, and increasing support from fans and promoters to create opportunities that were once reserved for more experienced names.
Sparring Terrence Crawford, you feel me? Because he a nigga, you know, that nigga ain't Shakur, you know. They ain't scared of nothing. Because niggas be scared. I ain't sugarcoat. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be scared in there, you feel me? That's why I love sparring Terrence Crawford, you feel me? Because he a nigga, you know, that nigga ain't Shakur, you know. They ain't scared of nothing. They ain't worried about nothing. And they can fight too. So when it came to Tank,
a fight of this magnitude could potentially influence the direction of future boxing events, creating more opportunities for major financial deals involving the sport's next generation of stars that if fighters like Shakur Stevenson or Devin Haney begin targeting paydays at a similar level. It could signal a broader change in boxing. Younger contenders and champions may start pursuing massive event-driven opportunities much earlier in their careers, rather than waiting years to reach that stage.
Early on in your career, if you get offered a world title or a money fight, you take probably the world title fight because you've got the money fights down the line, hopefully. But towards the end of your career, when all the romance is gone, you actually understand the sport for actually what it is. You've been done over a couple of times, you've had this fall through, The money is...
A payout reaching the $100 million level would represent a huge financial undertaking. And putting together an event of that scale would require careful planning from everyone involved. Both fighters and their teams would need to agree on the terms of the agreement, while promoters would have the difficult task of building a financial structure that works for all sides and ensures the event can move forward successfully.
This and get away from it. Like, I have a house on an island, y'all won't see me again, type shit. Like, that's how I'm trying to beat. I'm trying to beat all this type shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be around this too much.
Share your thoughts on this situation in the comments below. If you found this breakdown interesting, make sure to leave a like, share the video with other boxing fans, and subscribe for more updates, analysis, and the latest stories from the world of boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.